Look at the electric power. We're on the west side of the house. Electric power comes in from below grade. This is the grounding rod right here. There's an 8-foot grounding rod. It's supposed to be buried 8 feet. Okay? Not 7 foot 6 inches. So it's supposed to be buried that low. Let's see how this thing works here a little bit. Get in there nice and tight. Seems like it. They've gotten a permit for this. And maybe, just maybe, the electrician demonstrated that there was enough resistance on that, and that passed the satisfaction of the code inspector. I don't know. I wasn't here. I know that the code says, unless you can prove otherwise, that the grounding rod should be buried 8 feet. This also shows that we've got one ground coming here. We should have 2. Well, it's bonded to the box. Okay, is that your second ground? No, because it's not a ground. That's a bond. Okay? So we do not have our second ground. When the main neutral comes in, if you don't know that's the main neutral, you don't belong in this cabinet. I get that. But when the main neutral comes in, it's supposed to be wrapped 4 times with white tape. Not 4 times in a row, 4 times. It's a little short on the white tape. I know, splitting hairs, I get it. Is L1 and L2 coming in? If you don't know those are hot, you don't belong in this box, I get it. But you just have rubber covers over these. It's 200 amp service. And over here what we're learning, we got some people call a sub panel. It's actually the second panel. The second cabinet. Okay, these are the bedroom circuits. They're AFCI. And we don't trip AFCI in an occupied home. But they are AFCI. But we do not have AFCI in the kitchen, living room. We don't have AFCI in those kinds of locations. Okay, I also see that we got some stackable breakers. We get a schematic in here. I can't really read the schematic. So I can't tell you whether stackable breakers are acceptable in here or not. I just leave it at that. But I come over here, this is a 60 amp breaker. Okay? This is AC unit. Our AC unit is overfused. It's rated for a 50 amp breaker, not a 60 amp breaker. So it means this breaker will not trip in a timely manner, which means that you could cause damage to the condensing unit because the breaker was reluctant to trip. And we got the white hot coming in here. That should be wrapped with black tape. If you don't know that's a white hot, again, I get it. You don't belong in this cabinet. So, message from our sponsor. Okay, so if you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in this cabinet. It should be wrapped with black tape. If you don't know that's the neutral, you don't belong in this cabinet. That should be wrapped with more white tape. Small things, I get it. Small things, but there they are. Now, the electric meter, this conduit coming in, the way they're doing it with newer construction, and I understand that, you know, this is only a few years old. 2011. Okay, then never mind, I'll leave that alone. But the meter box and the load center and the second service panel should all these boxes, all these cabinets should be sealed on 3 sides, the sides and the top, to help prevent moisture infiltration from getting into the wall. And then see where it says AC unit for that 60 amp breaker? Range, dryer, that's printing. Square D is printing. Okay? This is handwriting. It shouldn't have been handwritten. It should have been printed. It should have been printed. So. Handwritten is okay for your, that's your main bond right there. Old panel closet. Closet near master bath. 4 grounds to the water heater. Number 4 ground to the water heater. Closet near the master bath. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gary. Alright. What else can I get in here? What else can I... That's about it. That's everything that I can find. So let's go over what we were able to find. We got a single ground, and the grounding rod was not properly buried, and the cabinets were not sealed on 3 sides. The neutral was short on white tape. We do not have our protective booties. We have a white hot here to our breaker that's too large for the condensing unit. We only have AFCI in the bedrooms. We don't have AFCI outside. Wires too close, touching the cabinet cover. Handwritten breakers.